Welcome, everyone. My name is Griff Calzone. I'm here with Pete. What's your name, Pete Paparazzi? Pete Panzerotti? I can't ever get it right.
Okay, Grip. We have known each other for 38 years. Okay, I need you to do this now for me. Okay, I need you to do it phonetically. Pan z ra t. Can you do that? Can you say pan z ra t like that? Panzerotti.
Pete, folks,
What do you say?
the viewers understand that I'm too busy and important of a man to memorize somebody's name.
No, I'm
Okay?
asking you to say it back phonetically. I'm not asking you to memorize anything. I'm just saying say Panzerotti. That's it. How hard is that? I say your name all
And
the time
I'm
correctly.
right. The viewers know that I'm right. I'm the one. I'm the man. I get things done. I'm correct. It's pronounced,
38
however, good.
years. 38 years I've known this bum. Okay, we met in New York City or Detroit or Buffalo or Miami. I don't remember, but we've known each other since the fall of 1986, I think, or the winter, or the summer, or the spring. I don't remember. And still doesn't understand that my name is Panzerotti, which is a beautiful, wonderful Italian thing. It's not like a freaking calzone, which is a bullshit food that nobody likes. It's crap. Okay, it's food for bums. Okay, you want a hot chat meal? You come to my restaurant, which is Pete Panzerotti's House of Panzerotti by Pete Panzerotti, and you get yourself an amazing Panzerotti. We fry it, and that's the difference there. No frying for this guy, frying it for me. You freaking bum.
The viewers agree that I'm right.
What? How many viewers we got on this thing now, huh?
Over 100.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay, well then. Okay, so then we could do a survey. Okay, listen, you bum. Last time we actually had some good discourse going. Okay, we had a mediation thing going on, and we whittled our 417 lawsuits down to 198 lawsuits. If you're asking why is this bum and that bum over there doing another freaking thing here, where I'm talking like a bum and he's talking like a bum, it's because we need lawsuits. This is physical evidence for our lawyers. I don't even remember what his lawyer's name is, but mine are a bunch of Scottish guys in Evanston, Illinois. Okay. So they want us to do open mediation in public because if we do it in private, Grip won't remember. I won't remember. We're too busy. So we're doing it right here. Okay. So we got
My name,
198 lawsuits to whittle down to. What was that, Grip? What were you saying, Grip?
sorry to interrupt. My main lawyer, his name is Ben Bankowitz.
Oh, yes, the bank. Of course. Yeah, he was my lawyer first, and then you stole him from me. And then
Oh, he was that
Bankowitz,
good.
he you totally stole it from me. Then Bankowitz, by the way, is told me to go to what was it, Mikowitz, Markowitz, Feinberg, and then they dropped me because it is bum. So I got a bunch of guys named Mick. So I got McPherson, McGregor, and McLaughlin or some crap. I don't even know what their names are. Not even worth my time. No retainer, by the way. I had a permanent retainer on the last guys. I got nothing here. They're bleeding me dry, and we got 198 lawsuits to go through. Now we're not going to go through them one at a time because this bum, what he does is he does multiple filings on the same lawsuit, which is what this bum does. As you witnessed last time, I had like 43 or whatever, lawsuits for jaywalking, whatever the frick that was. That was a Anyways, it's down now because of the gift cards. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start off grip like we did last time. This is going to put some ground rules here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce in alphabetical order the crime that you are accusing me of doing, and then I have a Greek friend who likes words. So his name is Dr. Wikipedia, and he's going to give me the definitions of these crimes. I have no idea if they're the real definition or not. It doesn't matter. I trust my friend Mr. Wiki. I'm going to read them out. You're going to explain to me what I did to use, and then we're going to hash it out in some kind of agreement, like we did last time with gift cards to various Buffalo and or Chicago area product services and attractions. How about that, Grip?
Sounds good to me. You guys know I did it. You guys know I'm right.
Well, okay. Listen. I know I already. By the way, I already gave you a 1979 Toyota Tercel. Okay, you've been driving it, Grip, this last month, my Tercel that I
It
gave to
is
you in good
very.
faith.
It's good. It's good on gas. It's good on the environment. It is very.
Oh,
It's a nice car. I've been enjoying the gift cards. Thank you very much. I just had some. Just came back from Subway. For my son.
oh yeah. Oh,
Yep,
I forgot you had the son, and I'm his godfather, aren't I?
that's right.
Wow,
That's
that
right.
that wow that I remember that. I think I was drunk and or high at his christening, wasn't I?
I think
Remember
so.
the
That's okay.
I think that
Hey,
wow.
Chaz,
I
come
can't
in here. Let me see if he'll come in. Hey, Chaz, come in here. Hey, we really did have Subway. This is a cup.
That's freaking well, you're welcome because that was on me.
I know. Thank you very
Okay.
much. It was good. I had the Italian BMTini and a ham and cheese. Come on in, Chaz.
Of course you did. Italian. You had an Italian sandwich. Of course you did. Okay. And you know what? When you come to my restaurant, okay, my sandwiches start at $5.99. I'm gonna charge you $10.99 for the same thing. How about that?
As long as I get stock in your company.
Okay, well, maybe that'll be on or after table today. We'll have to hash it out. Okay, number one, first of all, this is by the way, this last bit here is all about fraud. Every single point that we have here, and I don't know if we're going to get it done or not, is about fraud.
Here's Chaz. Say
Hey,
hi.
Chaz.
Hi.
Hi. All right. What'd you have? You were just Subway today, right? Yeah, you like it? Good. Okay.
That's my godson right there. All right. I don't even think he knows my name. What a good boy. Anywho, keep him out of the horse races, okay? Don't teach him how to gamble. He'll have a good future there. All right. Number one, remember we're all talking now about Fred. Okay. This is the Fred collection. Now, Fred, that's my middle name. That's your middle name. We all know it. Okay. But first of all, what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned, is I'm going to introduce the crime. Okay. I'm going to tell you how many times Grip the bum has been suing me over the past couple years on how many counts. I'm going to read the definition and then we're going to hash it out. Okay. So, number one, okay, bank fraud. Grip Calzone has been suing me for 23 counts of bank fraud. Okay, now, first of all, okay, come on. Who taught me how to commit bank fraud? This is just ironic. But
Yeah.
bank fraud, here's the definition, okay, is to obtain monies, assets, or other property owned or held by a financial institution or to obtain monies from depositors by fraudulently posing as a bank or financial institution. Now, how do I not know that the Bank of Calzone is not an actual bank? You told me the bank at Calzone was a bank. I made some deposits, and then all of a sudden, you liquidate it and you turn it into the Bank of Panzerotti, and I'm getting sued for bank fraud. So you got to explain to me what exactly that I did. Okay, Grip? What
Well,
did I do
thank you very
here
much.
to deserve bank fraud?
Well, folks, as you know, since it's an active lawsuit, there are certain things that I cannot discuss. We know that Griff is innocent. It was creative financing. It might not have been the most moral thing to do, but legally it was above board.
I just got one question for you. Remember how many mortgages did you take out in the '90s at Key Bank?
Well,
How many mortgages did you take out?
I take out up to 7 mortgages on every property that I own in aliases.
So that would be 7 loans. Okay, all right there. Key Bank. I mean, listen, I don't know if they're around anymore, but we certainly went around the greater Buffalo area scamming them, didn't we? That was a good era, that 1990s, huh? Jeez.
We made
All
a lot
right.
of money in the '90s, and that's all kind of dried up now. That's why we have to get money. That's why we have to get these lawsuits going.
Fingerprinting, ID cards, it's like walking into an airport in the '80s. It was so easy. You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah,
Now they got all these computers and crap, and I know your aliases, my aliases. Oh God.
we
Also,
had
the
our own
Niagara Bank was a good one too.
Yep, and Marine Midland and Gold Dome.
Yeah, Wells Fargo was always a bitch. They didn't like us very much, so we always had to go with more the Western New York banks, in there and all that kind of
We
stuff.
we we both
I
have
don't know.
we both have lifetime bans at Wells Fargo, folks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm actually pretty sure that you and I were responsible for at least 25% of the bankruptcy of Washington Mutual. Am I right? Am
We
I
were
right
also
there,
that's
Griff?
right. We were responsible for the stock market crash in 1987 too, folks.
Yes, we were. I
At
think
least we were
there's
at least
been at
blamed for it.
I think there's been at least 2 recessions that you and I are actually personally
Yep.
responsible in the greater Buffalo's area, let me tell you.
But I
Okay,
don't think
Griff.
it's not fair that we got blamed for the '08 thing. That wasn't us.
Oh, come on. Just
Yeah.
because, just because we invented subprime loans doesn't mean we took them out. You know,
Yeah.
who the hell would go for a subprime loan? I mean, we did, but still, I mean, come on.
Right.
The Big Short was based on us, basically. You know that.
Yep. They claim
Was
they claim we invented over 1,000 aliases, and that money alone created the downfall of the economy in '08. That wasn't fair.
No, because we created like 5,000 aliases. I mean, come on, 1,000? Come on.
Yep.
What do they think we are, amateurs?
I
Jeez,
know.
Louise. I know, freaking banks. Anyway, so bank fraud, 23. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for you, okay?
Okay.
You drop these 23 charges. I'm going to give you seasons passes for Six Flags Darien Lake, and to sweeten the pot, I'm also going to give you one of those VIP head of the line passes for the Big Kahuna. How about that?
Well, that's a good start, but I also need $10 gift cards to Jersey Mike subs.
Oh, yes. Okay. Then you know what? I'll be generous. I'll give you $12 in gift cards. How about that?
Deal.
Okay. All right. Good. Bank fraud off the table. Where's my pen? I got to get a pen
I'm,
here. I got
I'm
to cross it
taking
out.
notes
There we go.
too. Taking notes so
There
we
we go.
can collect on
Cross
these.
it.
Too.
Good. Good. I got pens. I got pens from our old business in the Cayman Islands. Remember that offshore company? We called it the Grip Pan or Pan Grip Offshore. I still got the pens grip. That was
Well,
also
excellent.
those Cayman Offshore. Well, I'm glad they're not on the list. Anywho, next one. You're suing me for 9 counts. Okay, 9 counts of charity fraud. Okay. Now, what is charity fraud? Well, according to Wikipedia's, okay, that guy that I know, charity fraud is the act of using deception to obtain monies from people who believe that they're donating to a charity. Now, Grip, I'm surprised you're only suing me 9 times. It could have been 900 times. You know how many charities I've made over the years? Are you telling me of all my repertoires, you've only found 9 of my fraudulent charities? I mean, who are you, Grip? What's going on? Are you getting lazy now in your old age? Come on.
I know. I know. That's all the lawyers could process. That's all they had time for.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. So which charities? What money did you donate into one of my charities? Because I got like 900 of them. So you have to at least give me 1 or 2 names of false charities that you donated to, and then then we'll figure out how we can get some money back there.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I didn't. I didn't. I don't know. I.
Okay, well let me give you a start. Okay. I see here on the filing from your lawyer that there was some kind of Middle Eastern children's fund. Those the ones are always scams, children's funds, because really they don't go to the children, they go to the men and the women who are in the charity. So I would probably tell you that's a pretty good guess. Any one of these relief funds, you know what I'm talking about, and then the whole here's here's one that water for the oceans. Remember that we were going to put water back into the oceans. I think
Oh,
that's
that's
the
a good
one that
one.
your
Yep.
lawyers. Yeah, I think that's the
Well,
one
the
your lawyers
one,
got me on.
my favorite funds are the ones that claim to clean up the environment, folks, because that's really hard to
Hmm.
double check on when you say you're cleaning up the environment. That's in some desert or in some ocean. You're taking the plastic out of the ocean. It's very hard to disprove.
Well, we had that charity where we were taking plastic out of the desert. I mean,
Yep.
I,
We
man,
we both thought that was a good idea.
I thought,
Oh,
how many lizards get themselves into those, soda plastic things. Anyways, go
and
on, Grip. I'm sorry. Go on.
to prove it, let me go grab a bag from what we got. I'll be right back. I just found this.
Okay.
Just found this. Attorney gave me this.
Well, let me tell you something, guys. Charity, Fred, really? I mean, come on. Grip's church is a charity, Fred. You know, I'm talking about that science crap that he's into. Okay, that's a fraud. I mean, we all know that the guy on tap is making the monies. Okay.
Check this bag out, folks. It says
Oh, did you
Jubilee
rescue
Food.
that from? Did you take that? Did you swim in the middle of Lake Erie and take that out of the water?
You were there in the desert when we got this.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yep.
Oh, that was
Very
yes, that was the
historic.
removal of the removing plastic bags from Death Valley. I remember that charity.
Yep,
That
that
was a
was a
good
good
one.
charity. See, some of these charities do good work, folks.
Not
Everything
ours.
can't,
Some do.
not ours. Some do. At least
Ours
we
are
have the
frauds,
evidence.
but yeah, those relief organizations, especially. I remember once there was a hurricane or there's an earthquake somewhere, and Grip and I took an airplane full of money and diapers and stuff, and we were supposed to go to wherever it was, New York or Miami or something, and we just, we went to Bolivia and we partied for 2 months. Anyway, so Grip, this is what I'm going to offer you. Okay, I want these 9 things out of here. Okay, um, I got a problem with the Red Cross. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an organization called the White Cross, or actually the White Star, because I got a lot of Jewish friends, and so we're going to call it the White Star, and I'm going to give you 97% of the company, not company, of the charity, and what we're going to do, okay, with White Star, okay, is what we're going to do exactly what we discussed here. We're going to save small animals in the desert because when they get trapped in those soda can plastics. When you buy a 6 pack, those things when you buy a 6 pack of beer or soda, and they got the plastic that whatever they're called. So we're going to save
Yep.
the iguanas and we're going to save all those lizards. Okay, so that's what's going to be. So I'm giving you 97% of White Star. How about that?
That sounds good to me. I
Do
accept
you
that.
like it?
I won't even try to squeeze the 10% more out like I did the first one. I like that.
You know what? Then I'll just be good and I'll give you 87. No, no, no. I was going to give you how many percentage? 97. You know what? I'll give you all of it. How about that? It's good for
All
the
right, thank you.
community. It's good for the lizards. I'll give you all of it.
All right, thank you.
And
See, folks, we can see that Griff is winning.
I'm going to also throw in a $20 gift certificate to Lids, the hat store. You buy the hats?
Okay. Yep.
So you could get yourself a nice, good Buffalo Sabres hat or a Bison's hat or, or whatever you want. Or if you want, you get a Philadelphia Flyers hat or what. I don't know who you like, but you can get a nice
That's
hat.
good. That's good. I
I bought
accept
this
that.
at Lids.
Oh, okay. It's nice.
Isn't it right? It's a nice one. I got 27 of them. So I figured, I'll give you some. Okay, that's good then. Okay, so we're off on the horse races, all right? So I'm gonna set up this charity. It's called White Star, and it's gonna save lizards from plastic or something in Death Valley in the deserts. And you also get some hats. I mean, isn't that not a deal?
So far, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, well there you go. Okay, fine. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay. The next one. It's a little hefty. You're suing me on 17 charges of credit card fraud. Okay. So what is credit card fraud, you ask? It's a good thing you asked because I'm going to give you the definition as per my Greek friend. It is an inclusive term for fraud committed using a payment card, such as a credit card or a debit card, the purpose of which may be to obtain goods and services or to make a payment to another account, which is controlled by a criminal. Now, listen, you're a criminal, Grip. I mean, everybody knows that. I know that. You know that. I'm a criminal too. Now, we've
Proud
never
to
been
be.
convicted of anything, but credit card fraud. So obviously, I stole your credit card, and I charged stuff to your credit card. I just want to know when and where, because there's gaps in my memory. Rip.
Um, yeah. Well, once again, I can't really officially comment, but if I steal someone's credit card, I prefer to say it's borrowing. Okay, and I think that's okay.
You did borrow my Diners Club card for 25 years. That is true. I think I may have also borrowed your Visa Black card for at least 10 years. So do you remember what I would charge on that card? Because I think I had a couple of vacation and holidays there, but do you remember anything, any specific items?
I'm trying to think, trying to come back to me here.
I mean, I know we went to Aruba, we went to Vegas, we went to Miami Beach.
I think you charged some. You went to Radio Shack once. I don't know if I like that charge.
Okay, that was my robot face grip, and I would thank you not to bring that up. I was trying to make a robot, okay? And I
Okay.
thought, oh, just go to Radio Shack, and I bought $8,000 worth of little conductors and little things, and I was on a bender on a white substance, sugar, for about 2 weeks, and had a lot of donuts, powder all over my nose. It was sugar, people, and I tried to build a robot. And you know what? For that grip, I'm sorry. And that was all the way back in 2013. It's not a
I
good
guess
year for me.
we could forgive that one then, folks. And folks, by the way, I could see the chat. I'm on my phone. My computer had a hiccup, so I couldn't do it on. I usually comment on my laptop, so we appreciate everyone in the comments, but I'm not going to be commenting on the comments.
So unfortunately, what happened was the National Security Agency had to take Grip's laptop away for inspection. And I mean, that was by me. I alerted them to the fact that he was giving away trade secrets to the Mujahideen. But that's another thing we'll deal at another time. How about that, Grip?
Well, yeah, because I didn't appreciate that you gave me a heads up, and I was operating without a laptop for quite a while there.
I know. Half of it's mine, by the way, but that's another story. I actually think that you bought it on my card, and then I bought one on your card, so we're even on that one. But okay, how about for the credit card fraud? What are we gonna do for the credit card fraud? Okay, how about we create our own credit card there? Okay, how about we call it something like? Remember we had the offshore account I just mentioned before called Pan Calzone or something like that. We'll create some name where we combine both of our names, and what we'll do is we'll charge our suckers, I mean our customers, 45% interest on our cards. How about that? So
That sounds
I
good.
will
They should be lucky.
50-50. I know we've done credit cards in the past and they've all gone belly up, but I have a good feeling about this new Grip Pete, collaboration for a new credit card. We'll have different tiers. We'll have the bum tier, we'll have the not so bum tier, we'll have the luxury tier, and all that kind of stuff. How about that? 50-50 on a new credit card there, Grip. How about that?
That sounds good. And just so you guys know, I'll let you continue, Pete. But hey, just I wanted to buy Pete's restaurant. He wouldn't sell me shares in it. And you know why? If the chatters get it, you can Google this at home, folks. I tried to get a Chicago slice of pizza in Buffalo, New York. You can't get it. If you Google it, yeah, you know what I mean. So we're next episode we're going to be attacking your restaurant again, trying to get custody of it.
You're not going to get custody. By the way, I'm going to go through these comments because some of them are really rude. Like this person named Mischief managed. You said Griff is right. Griff is right there. You say Pete is wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong about nothing. Mischief. Okay, my lawyers. I'm just going to go through these quickly because I think you guys, you put the time into this. Pete knows you did all the things. I'm not saying I didn't do all the things. I'm saying that Grip has some responsibility here too. Yes, Grip is a
The
grifter. Hi,
people,
everybody there.
the people love me.
Yeah, hello to the people watching. Again, I'm going to go through some of the comments. I'm not super here on doing the starring and all that, but I'm going to go through here. Pete, you can't call it White Star. It's already owned. That's too bad. That's just too bad,
Yeah,
Marilee.
we do.
I already got the trademark. I thought about that 25 years ago. Don't worry about that. Oh God, White Star. I'm not scamming anybody. Credit card fraud, no scams. He charged it to White Star. Okay, yeah. What are you doing? You guys trying to incriminate me? We're trying to do a mediation here. Jeez,
Right. We
Louise.
we
Okay.
prefer to call this creative financing and borrowing, folks.
Exactly. Jeez, Louise here. Here we go. Gee, I went to high school. Oh, did you go to high school there? Okay, somebody went to high school in the chat. That's the first for us. Let me tell you. I never went to high school. My great grandfather, the one that swam from Sicily's, didn't believe in education. Of course, now he's in a federal penitentiary. So 1 plus 1, I guess, doesn't equals 3 after all. You know what I'm talking about there, Grip? Jeez,
Absolutely.
absolutely. All right, let's move on. Okay, we got that settled. Now this is the big one. I could not freaking believe that you were charging me with this fraud. This is number 4. Okay, you big mouth freak. 43 charges of fortune telling fraud. Okay, fortune telling fraud, which is defined as a type of confidence trick based on a claim of secret or occult information. It, meaning fortune telling fraud, involves finding a mark. Now, we both know a guy named Mark who's a bum. Okay, he's a Canadian bum. That's
Yep.
besides the point. Okay, who is a victim? That guy, that bum Mark, always thinks he's a victim. Freaking annoying asshole. With some sort of secret problem, okay, that only the grifter, okay, and I'm pointing at you, Grip, can detect or diagnose, and then changing the mark, the bum, for an ineffective treatment. Okay, so here we go. All right. We were fans of Miss Cleo back in the 80s and 90s, right? Remember her?
Yeah. Yeah.
One
Yep.
one okay. You probably don't remember this because this was during the Chelios days, and those days for both of us are kind of a blackout, okay? Because of the drinking, and then also because of the hockey assaults. But okay, we had a hotline back in the day where we were pretending to be telephone psychics. And I don't even know if you remember this. Okay. We incorporated one of those 1-900 numbers. We charged about $10 a minute. Okay. But now all of a sudden, because you got your name off the papers, put my name on the papers. I forgot about that. You're now charging me with giving false information as a telephone psychic. Listen, Grip, you've done a lot of crappy things in your life, but I cannot believe you don't remember our 1-900 numbers. You're telling me that from the years 1994 to 2004, you don't remember nothing?
It
Is that
was
what you're
more.
telling me, Grip?
It's more convenient, folks, if I don't remember these things. Am I right? That way,
What do you
it's
mean?
people, and I can get my money.
Okay,
I need to make my money,
it's not
folks.
exactly your. Okay, listen. Let's have some compassion. Not exactly your fault. It's a mixture between me, you, a couple of retired hockey players, and the mafia. But
Mm.
we definitely had our choices that we did. So I don't remember. I mean, I remember co-signing this paper with you to get the 900 number, but now all of a sudden your name is off the papers. Okay, so now you're suing me. So I'm not a fortune teller. You're not a fortune teller. You know it was just a way for us to make money. Okay, we were defrauding that Mark guy in Canada, and Grip was, defrauding him. He gave us at least $20,000 because he's a sucker. But I mean, I'm telling you, Grip, some of these things are just absolutely absurd. I mean,
Well,
is your memory that bad?
let me tell the people this. I had nothing to do with these allegations. These allegations are false. I have to go back to work for the American people. I have never been involved with anything like this.
But you're the one who's suing me anyway. Okay, mediation time. Okay, so at least there's some comprehension. I just want you to know. I want you to say yes to this, Grip. You have to remember that we had that hotline, right? You remember this.
Vaguely.
Okay. You kind of remember that we do, right, Grip?
It's foggy.
Okay, all right. What I'm gonna do for you is, okay, I'm gonna give you a gift certificate for 3 nights at the Sleep Inn in Amherst, New York.
I think that's fair. I'll get you on the next one.
Okay,
Now,
all right.
Pete is just not everyone in the chat and everyone out there. Pete is just upset because in 1989, I got Pete to invest 50% along with me in a company, an up and coming company, typewriter company called Smith Corona, and they didn't do too well in the 5 years past that, folks.
He had the typewriters, the electronic typewriters, the phone booths, invest in Blockbuster. And that was only like 4 years ago. You told me to invest in Blockbuster. I mean, your timing is not good, Grip, but I'm the
Nope.
sucker who gives you the money.
Hmm.
Okay. Mara Lee, it says, comment, Pete White Star was copyrighted over 100 years ago. Do you really want to use a name? Okay, fine. I'll change the name. Okay. Instead of Red Cross, we'll think of something else. Okay, Miss Fancy, however you go by, Fancy Schmancy. I got the facts. I know the law. Okay, whatever. It's still gonna be. We're still gonna save those lizards. Okay.
And the people have to understand that we own the police, so we can kind of sleaze around some of the laws we want to.
We do. We can sleaze for damn sure. All
Mhm.
right. Let's go on. Let's go on next. Okay. Next is number 5. This is a big. No, this is a serious charge, because I'm sure I've done some of it. I just can't remember. Number 5 is 8 counts. You're charging me 8 counts of insurance fraud, which of course is any act committed to defund an insurance process when a claimant attempts to obtain some benefits or advantages that they are not entitled to, or when an insurer knowingly denies some benefit that is due. There's a lot of insurance companies in the United States that we've defrauded. Farmers, okay, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Progressive Auto Insurance. Listen, if I could, I would literally kill the Geico desert guy, because those Geico guys are just, they're horrendous. Okay, not my problem that I drove my car into Grip's car. I want my insurance money. Okay, I want my $8,000 to replace, my Toyota Tercel that I gave Grip, and I want it replaced. Okay, but they have to go through investigations. They have to go to their lawyers. Why did you hit Grip? It's none of their businesses why I hit Grip. Okay, I want my insurance money, Geico. And then farmers. What do farmers need insurance? What do they have other than farms and stuff? But still, okay, we've been doing insurance fraud. Now, we had an insurance company based out of the Caymans, okay, where we gave insurance to celebrities to their body parts. Do you remember that? Our first client was a young, I'm not going to say her name, okay, but a young Latina lady who may or may not be married to Ben Affleck right now. She had several parts of her body insured, and we gave her the $3 million that she needed to insure. Not our fault, that we didn't actually have that we took the 300 million and bought yachts. Okay, who knew that one of those body parts was not going to work in the future, and that she might not be able to act or anything. I mean, that's not our problem.
Nope.
That's what insurance is. You give us money, we don't give you the money back, right, Grip?
Absolutely.
So all I'm trying to say is, at what point was I scamming you out of insurance money? At least according to the the papers.
Well, folks, I think we can agree immediately that I'm right because Pete bought a bigger yacht than me, and I didn't think it was fair, so I needed to get some money from him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I I did. I went to the yacht dealership first. As soon as that check cleared back in what was it, like 98 or something? That's true. That is true. That was a bit of a dick move, huh?
Yeah, I think so. We should have got the same size yachts. Everyone knows I'm 10 times the man of Pete Pepperoni or Panzerotti.
Hey, Panzerotti. No, Panzerotti. I don't even know my name. I'm so frustrated with you now. Jeez, you got my blood is boiling here thinking about insurance fraud. Okay,
And
8 counts of insurance fraud. All right, I'm gonna scrap my brain here. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I got a cousin who works at the Delta Sonic. Okay, and what they're gonna do? You're gonna bring in that beautiful 1979 Toyota Tercels, and I'm gonna bring in my 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supremes, and they're gonna deck the thing out for free. They're gonna vacuum and get every crumb because I know you got crumbs in places that the crumbs shouldn't be because all this bum does is eat. Okay, you've got. I know what you're doing to the trunk of my old car. You've got big gulps in there, right?
yeah,
They've been there for the past month. So what they're going to do, my cousin Antonio, the only one for some reason who's not in federal penitentiaries, we're going to go to the Delta Sonic. They're going to spend 6 hours cleaning out that thing, washing those things. But my Cutlass Supreme and your Tercel, and he's going to do it for free, or else I will turn him into the FBI because he's also got a lot of aliases. How about that?
that sounds good to me.
You like that?
I like that. I'll agree to
No.
that.
Now, I can't guarantee that there'll be no more insurance fraud in the future, but at least this chapter's closed. No?
We gotta settle some of these cases so we can move on to the new stuff and some joint ventures. And I think we should be buying businesses together again and doing partnerships like that.
Listen, we were friends for 38 years. The majority of that time, it was a mutual hatred friendship. We didn't like each other, but we just always happened to run into each other. I mean, whether we were at a convention in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, or we were standing in line to get keynote tickets in Las Vegas, you and I were always brought together by some force. Okay. It doesn't matter what Caribbean island we were on. We always met each other in a bank in St. Vincent's or something. I mean, I would turn around half the time, 3 times, 4 times a year, and there's Grip. Okay,
And,
I'm in the
and
Caymans, you're in the Caymans.
just because some of the ventures that I had Pete invest in the '90s didn't work out, I have great ideas now, folks, about bottling the water of Lake Erie and not filtering
Yes.
it. You'll get unfiltered water. How about that?
Yep. Okay. You got to put me in on that. Okay, because that's freaking brilliant. There's water everywhere. Water everywhere. So let's all have a drink, right?
If people will pay for filtered water, they will pay 10 times the amount for unfiltered water.
Of course. I mean, these
We're
freaking
gonna we're
suckers
gonna
who buy
we're
spring
gonna put
water.
the we're
You
gonna
know,
put the we're gonna put the can I finish? Are you done? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I complete a sentence? Or are you gonna interrupt me?
yeah.
Can I finish?
I'm not talking.
And we're gonna build the
Okay.
bottling factory on top of Bethlehem Steel, right next to it, right next to the lake there.
Actually, I know a guy who was born in Bethlehem. Uh, his name was Jesus. It was only 40 years ago, though. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we'll get him on the offer. Um,
Okay.
I also, by the way, I got a partner who can take water from Lake Ontario because quality is a little better there, huh? Anywho,
Well, we
let's.
want poor quality, but we'll use a little of that water too. Mix it around.
Well, we have to make a profit. If we're selling a small bottle for $16, come on, that's a fair price. I mean, it's
They're,
costing
they're
us only
also
$2 or $3.
they're also selling some land in Niagara Falls by a nice little place called the Love Canal. We could buy some of that property too.
I keep telling you that thing is begging for a comeback. It's
That's right.
shit. They're just there.
Yep.
It's begging for us to go to the Love Canal is the Love Canal is saying, please save us. Okay? And
Right.
we're answering the call. All right. Next one. Let's just do two more, and then we have three that we can do at another time before we get into our business ventures. So here's going to be
Okay.
the last two that we're going to do as far as Frad is concerned. And I'm actually very glad that we're acting like adults, mature adults. We're putting our crimes aside, the past aside. Future crimes, listen, I don't know anything about the future. You don't know anything about the future. There will be crimes in the future, but that's for the future. The past is the past. The future is opportunity. Okay? So here we goes. Number 6, Grip is suing me for 29 counts of lottery fraud. This is any act committed to defraud a lottery game. A perpetrator attempts to win a jackpot prize through fraudulent means. So I know back in the day, back from the 80s all the way to the early 2000s, okay, we would play the same amount of numbers, right? It was like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 or some crap like that. We had the same numbers. And what this bum used to do, okay, is he used to take tickets, okay, of numbers that were expired. And so if the winning numbers were, 5 or 7 winning numbers, but they were the winning numbers from 3 months ago, he'd go cross state lines to try to cash in. So I remember a couple times your numbers came up in Ohio. So he drives his, at the time his Chevy Nova from the beautiful Buffalo's, New York, to some crap hole like Erie, Pennsylvania, or Cleveland. Actually, Cleveland's a nice city. I shouldn't say that. Cleveland's a nice city. I'm just saying, compared to Buffalo, there's a lot of crap holes out there, right? I'm just saying,
That's
not
true. That's
Chicago, but
very true.
whatever. But I'm just saying. So he would take previous ones, and of course, okay, I did that too because you got to understand something. Grip Calzone, he has taught me everything that I need to know about fraud. So a couple times, in this case, 29 times, I have a sack, not a sack, not a bag, but a sack full of old lottery tickets from various states, okay, across the beautiful US of A, and I would go across state lines to try to cash in. Not my problem that those numbers were called 3 months ago or 3 years ago. There were the numbers of a lottery and I think I'm entitled to them. So now he's charging me. So I got to know, Grip. You taught me this fraud scheme. Are you going to take any responsibility for what you've been doing? Hmm?
Well, the problem is that Griff didn't give me the lion's share of the profits. If he would have done that, we would have had no fraud charges. And that is my
Well,
grievance.
I mean, listen, we probably agreed on a percentage, but you and I were probably in some Buffalo Wild Wings somewhere in Amherst, and we probably had stomach problems and too much beer in our bellies to remember what was going on. I mean, I don't know if you know, but spice, the spices that we used to consume in the early 2000s really did a number on us, huh?
That's true. That's true. So the bottom line is we need to
Yeah.
settle this and we get my money, and that's a
Well,
fact.
I'm banned from buying lottery tickets from 37 states. So what I would normally do is tell you, okay, well, I'll just buy you one of those packs of scratch and wins, but I can't do that. So how about this? How about we both fly to Las Vegas and we stay in the most beautiful hotel on the strip, which of course is the Excalibur Hotel, and we just sit there playing Keno for 24 hours and then we depart and don't talk to each other for the next 2 months. How about that?
If it's on your
And I
ticket, you're paying for the whole trip. That's a yes.
okay, fine, we'll do that. We'll do that. The only thing I'm not going to pay for you bum is for your food and for your drinks because the way you eat and the way you drink, and you can afford it. Okay, we're going to the buffet 3 times a day, and we're going to have drinks. I'm just saying, I'll fly out there. We'll meet you there. I'll pay for our beautiful, beautiful rooms. Okay, which will be adjoining rooms. We're not going to be sleeping in the same area. We'll have adjoining rooms, and then we're going to sit 24 hours and play Keno. I will pay for the Keno cards. How about that?
As long as it's on the 14th floor, folks, the executive suite.
Okay. All right. That's good enough for me.
All right, the deal.
And we could talk about whether we want to go see the Thunder Down Under. That's those very attractive Australian men who do a Chippendale dancing thing, licks and grip. If that's your thing, we'll go. You know.
Well, we can talk about that in private.
Oh, we do well. I okay. I'm just saying. Maybe we could do the medieval tournament then. Okay. All right. That's fine. Most beautiful, luxurious hotel on that strip. Okay. Beautiful. The Excalibur. Beautiful place. Anyway. Oh, we got witness. Witness there. It's okay to be late, witness. Don't worry. Oh no, I'm late, Pete and Grip. You can watch the replay. We're just hashing out certain things. We've gone through 6 fraud charges, and we're now going to hash out number 7. I've got 3 more fraud charges going, but we're not going to get to that today. Plus, we've got business, pitches that we're going to do, next month or whatever in the future. But I want to do the last one here, okay, Grip? This one
Okay.
surprised the heck out of me. Okay, Griff Calzone is charging his friend, his Chaz's godfather, and his 4-time best man at his wedding, because he's been married 6 times. I've been married 5, um, with with 31 counts of racketeering. Now, little old me, okay, this comes to my attention about a year ago. My lawyers, who were the Jewish lawyers at the time, say, "Did you know your friend is charging you for racketeering?" I say, "That can't happen. I don't own a single racket. Okay. I don't play tennis. I don't play squash. I don't play racquetball. I don't do anything with a racket. I don't make a racket. Okay. So what the hell is this racketeering crap?" So then my lawyer says to me, this is the definition. Now, this one I got from my lawyers. So you know it's a good one. It says a perpetrator or perpetrators in this case set up a coercive, okay, a word you know a lot about there, Grip, fraudulent, another one, extortionary, that's another word, or otherwise illegal coordinated scheme or operation, which is called a racket, to repeatedly or consistently collect for a profit. I just thought that was called a business in the United States of America. But we got 31 rackets. Where are my rackets? Who's hitting my rackets? Grip. We need the rackets. What rackets? I mean, I got no rackets.
I was told, folks, that charge would stick. Whether it's true or not, I could still charge it. Pete will have to settle it, folks, and that's exactly what's happening.
I got to be honest with you. We've created hundreds and hundreds of rackets, i.e., businesses, over the years. For only 31 of them to turn out to be fraudulent rackets, those are pretty good odds. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
we could
about?
both take the hit. Yeah, we could both take the hit on it. Yep.
Okay, well, since I'm in a generous mood, I'm going to ask you, Grip, what do you want to? I'll give you. Well, within reason. I want you to give me this time an offer. What do you want in exchange for getting rid of the 30? Because I got gift cards up the wazoo. You want a gift card for Joe's Crab Shack? I got one. Boston Market, I got one. I
Well,
got one
Pete,
for Galleria. But what do you actually want? What do you want, Grip?
you're not going to like this, Pete, but I want full custody of your Chicago-style pizzeria.
Okay, I already gave you those tomato farms in Ohio. Okay, I gave you them. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that? Okay,
Yeah.
I can't give you I can't give you full control of my pizzas. Okay, because my pizzas, okay, are my only livelihood. I told you before, I'll say it again. I deliver $5,000 a month, okay, to the commissaries in several federal penitentiaries. I gotta feed my great grandparents, my great grandparents, my double great grandparents, my great grandparents, my grandparents, all my nieces, all my nephews, all my brothers, all my sisters, which all of them are all the everybody in my family, okay, is in federal penitentiaries. If my great uncle doesn't get his weekly magazine of Fortune 500, okay, my ass is grass. Okay, if my great nephew and my nephew don't get a haircut, okay, or get toiletries in their federal penitentiaries, my ass is grass. I'm spending $5,000 a month, okay, into federal penitentiaries so they can get their toilet papers, they can get the magazines, they could get cigarettes, okay, they could get whatever they want. I'm paying to have them protected. Okay, I got a lot of mafia connections. Let me tell you, and some of them are not good people. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you the gangs that my people are hung up with. Okay, so I can't. This is my livelihood. We got to go for something else, Pete. Pete,
All
with
right,
me.
we'll make an attempt on the pizzeria next show. Let's thank you, folks. Let's just, I need.
I can give you the farms. I can give you the ingredients. I cannot give you any stake in my own livelihood. These people need me for
That's better.
shaving cream.
That's better than nothing, folks. We'll take it for this time, and we'll get Pete next time on the big stuff that we want.
So that's it. You don't want anything? Okay, so you know what I'll give you then? I'm gonna give you a package of three gift cards, $20 each. Okay. One is gonna be for Chipotle. Okay. Two is gonna be from a Halloween store, and three is gonna be from what's that name of that fort in Youngstown, New York? There, the fort that they have there, Fort George, Fort
Yeah,
something, Fort whatever the hell it's called. I'll give you 20. I'll give you 20. So you got burritos. Okay, you got Halloween stuff, and you can take my godson for a little historical recreation at the fort in Youngstown, New York. How about that?
we'll take it, folks. We'll take it.
Okay, all right. You're bleeding me dry. You know that my listen with when Chris Chelios, Ron Hextall, Paul Coffey, Pete Sampras, Mookie Blaylock, Pat LaFontaine, and Todd Bartuzzi, when they walk into my restaurant and they don't get pizzas, okay, it's my ass, okay? It's my ass there. They want the pepperonis, they want the sausages. If I don't deliver these retired athletes exactly what they want, I'm done. And that's not even the mafia stuff. I haven't even gone into the mafia stuff, okay? That's just the retired athletes, especially Todd Bertuzzi. That guy's nuts, okay? Like,
Don't worry, folks.
you know what I'm
Next time
talking
we will
about?
get full. Next time, folks, we will get full custody of Pete's restaurant.
But then how is
That's
my great uncle going to get his shaving cream? And then who's going to protect them? I mean, if they don't have protection, that's my whole family. That's all my grandmothers, my
all.
grandfathers, my aunts, my you're going to pay for their protection from the
They're
from
going to
certain
be.
mafia type people in prisons? I don't think so.
Well, we can't guarantee that the restaurants will be around for several years. We're going to use the money. We're going to leverage. We're going to borrow against the assets on the equity that he has, folks. So that's why we want to get ownership of it. And that's fair.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't. I'm serious, Grip. You cannot take my livelihood. You've taken my soul. You've crushed it. Okay, you remember 2008. Okay, what I did for you that year outside that Buffalo Wild Wings in that alleyway in Amherst. Okay, maybe you don't remember it because you were off your ass. Okay, I saved your freaking life. I'm asking you for a little leeways here. If I give you any percentages of my pizzerias, and one member of my families doesn't get protection from a week or doesn't get their Cools and Marlboro cigarettes for a week, my ass is done. Okay, we're done. That's it. So,
I just
we got to
want to
work
get.
this out.
Yep, I want it to be like the old days when we had joint ventures that were making money, legal or not. They were making money. We were both doing good, living high. That's what we need to get
Yeah.
back to.
And you know why, Grip? Because none of my families were in federal penitentiaries. Okay. Then all of a sudden, George Bush becomes president the second time, the second one. George Bush creates the Department of Homeland Security, does a whole reform of the government. And now all of a sudden, fraud is illegal.
I know, right?
You know, like
To me, fraud
who wants,
fraud is
who,
just on the same level as jaywalking, where it shouldn't be a big deal.
and not that, not only that. Okay, so the Republicans they crack down on fraud, then the Democrats come in and they crack down on tax evasion. So that's my whole family. I got about 80 people from my family in there. They need protection. Okay, being part of the Italian mafia isn't what it used to be anymore. Okay, if my family 100 years ago were in the penitentiaries, they'd have protection. What Italians are in prison anymore? Come on, they're back in Italy growing wineries.
They're
You
all
know,
good people.
thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I
They are.
agree.
Thank you, but not the mafia is not the way it used to be, or or we could hide out in Vegas. We can't do that anymore. Too many kids there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna have a good time at the Excalibur. Let me tell you.
We'll tell you about it all about it next time, folks.
Okay, all right, there, Grip. So we've gone through a whole number of our charges. I'll do a total next week on how many we're down from, and I wish you not a good day, but I also don't wish you a bad day. I just wish you a day that exists. How about that, Grip?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Pete. And I guess we'll say the same for you.
Okay, well, have a day,
Things
Grip.
things will improve next time. And folks, thank you very
Well,
much. Sorry we weren't commenting.
thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.